Hi, it's Rob from Rob's Ideas, and I've got another idea and project I want to share with you guys. How many of us have been trying to figure out how we can get our own cooler to attach to our Sea-Doos with the LinQ system? We know that Sea-Doo has some nice ones there, but they're pretty expensive and upwards of $500, $600, $700, and they just don't seem like the right size to me. So I've come up with a way that I think is going to work pretty well, and let me show you what I've got here. I found this Igloo cooler. Um, they have them in some stores like Target. I did get this one online. It's a 25 quart cooler, good rugged cooler, and it seems like a great size to have on the back of the Sea-Doo. Now with a little brainstorming, these are the parts I put together. These are high density plastic blocks here that I'm going to use to mount the cooler to the mounting system and using the Sea-Doo's LinQ System latches. I've got some mending plates here to place and help support the bottom of the inside of the cooler, and some 3-inch stainless steel screws that will go through the bottom of the cooler and into the plastic blocks. And now, after some figuring, what I found I had to do, take these blocks and cut out 1 by 1/2 inch out of the edge of the block where the has to fit around the LinQ System base on the Sea-Doo. And then I'll be attaching the attachment here. It's going to go something like this, screwed onto the block, and then I'll show you how it is going to be set up on the Sea-Doo. But just to give you an idea what I did to make this work at the right dimensions. This area is a 1/2 inch deep by 1 inch height into the corner of the plastic block. I've got 2 of them. They are offset slightly, so I get the position I want on the Sea-Doo. And then I used a fine tool, oscillating tool, to cut out the notches there. The cooler is good and rugged. It's got these rugged rubber closures, and we take a peek inside, and I think that's going to be a good size to bring things along on the trips with us. Here we are at the Sea-Doo. It's a 2024 GTX Limited, and so I wanted to show you the LinQ attachments on the deck. I mentioned that I notched the high-density plastic blocks 1/2 inch by 1 inch, and that is to accommodate the profile of the LinQ attachments on the deck of the Sea-Doo. And if we put one of the LinQ blocks on there, we'll see that the profile is about a 1/2 inch in from the edge, and then we are about 1 inch above the deck. So with the notched block here for the profile there, you'll see that we snug right up to the block. And the same for the other side. Attachment lock in. Here's the notch, sliding in like that. Now what I've done, I pre-measured where I want the block position to be, and I'm setting it up so it comes just to the edge of that Sea-Doo pad there. What this does is that it will offset the cooler slightly, so that we do have room in here for another a bag, like the rear seat bag, or other attachments that may be able to go there. And so that was the thought there. What I'm going to do now is attach the locks to the blocks. I'm going to measure and pre-drill holes into the blocks and for the base of the cooler, and we'll see how it all comes together. I've got the LinQ latches installed. Of course, I'm using stainless steel hardware for that. I have the holes pre-drilled for these stainless steel screws I'll be using in the base of the cooler. And I've got the mending plates in the base now, or where I want them lined up. And now it's just putting things together. Now I do suggest using some silicone sealant probably around the holes. Maybe prevent water from getting into either the cooler or draining from the cooler. I think it's a good idea to seal it up as best we can. So good, I'll show you what it's like when we're done. Here is the installed project. Looks good. I like the color of this cooler. It matches our boat quite well. And you can see that it slips on and off quite easily. Put it on. And then close the latches. And there it is. It's actually quite stable. I'm trying to rock it here. I think that's going to work out great. You can see inside we've got the mending plates as our reinforcement support for the bottom. I've got the stainless steel screws, 4 of them on each side. Just thought might as well use them all and give it as much stability as possible. There it is. And I think we can take this tag off now. It's ready to use. Here we go. Have a good day, everyone. As I explained, I offset the latch position so that the cooler could be placed in different positions depending on what other gear you have. With the Igloo label facing rearward, this gives us the most room behind the seat here if you wanted to have your bag that connects to the back of the seat there for storage. Now if we switch it over, flip it, latch her down, latch her down. You can see we've got more rear deck space now, but we are closer to the seat now. But the nice thing about this is that you are able to open. If you want to access it from the seat, you're able to open it while you're on the boat. You can flip it around and access it on the rear if you'd like. So some options, I think it works well that way. So as I mentioned earlier, I had a hard time thinking about spending $600–700 for a cooler. So I was looking for a way to make this more affordable. I was able to find the cooler on Amazon. It was $80. The high density plastic blocks I also found on Amazon. I think I got those for $18 each. And then the hardware, the stainless steel hardware, I got locally at Lowe's. So all in, still under $100. Or just over $100. So, and I really like the size of this cooler, so I think it's going to work out well. Thanks for watching. Good luck.